What up, man? It's your boy coming back at you with another reaction video. This is MrMelvinnTV coming at you with another one. Hope everyone's having a great day so far. Let's get right into it. I'm going to react to this video of scientists just reveal that millions of animals are acting strange. So we're going to go right into this. And they say they're acting strange because animals around the world are just walking around in circles. So we're going to go ahead and react to it. Let's get right to it. All right, let's go.
Mysterious things happen every day, but this one is so strange and weird that it looks like something out of a blockbuster sci-fi Hollywood movie. Recently, videos of animals behaving abnormally surfaced on the internet. This video, made in different locations worldwide, shows animals moving around in circles continuously for days without stopping to eat.
You know, that's crazy. Animals moving around in circles. I wonder what's causing it. We're going to go ahead and react to it, see what's going on.
Or even drink water. This striking and unnerving behavior is baffling and terrifies people worldwide. Scientists call it an infection. Others say it is a psychological behavior. But are these answers true? Are these animals trying to pass a message? Are they trying to warn us of some big world event that is about to happen?
I think that's exactly what they're doing. They're giving us warning of what's getting ready to go down. And just us as humans, we don't understand the messages sometimes that the Most High is trying to send us, or what's getting ready to go on this planet. I said at the end of last year that it feels as though something's going to go down in 2023. I'm not really sure what it is, but it's going to be something big. Hopefully I'm wrong, but we shall see.
Watch this video till the end to get answers. Last month, a video was posted on Twitter by a media outlet. This video showed dozens of sheep moving around in circles for 12 days without taking a break or drinking water on a farm in China's remote.
That's insane. 12 days just walking around in circles with no water or food? Wow.
Inner Mongolia region. Sheep are just some of the ones moving in circles. In northern Russia, a herd of reindeer was seen driving around in a fast spiral motion. In the Pukan Commune River in Chile, several fish were also seen moving around in circles for several days without any tangible reason. Groups of orcas, horses, and even insects like ants are also performing this strange behavior in different parts of the world.
So you got ants doing the same exact thing. You know, ants are pretty... They're a colony, you know, they are pretty organized, and for them to be going around in circles like the fish and the reindeer and the sheep, that's something to pay attention to.
Of course, you know science is always trying to play God and give explanations to things that exceed their understanding.
Facts.
To explain this strange phenomenon, scientists said that animals had listeriosis, also known as the circling disease. For many who don't know, listeriosis is an infectious disease caused by the Listeria monocytogenes. It can affect many animals, but it is most common in cows, sheep, and goats. In these animals...
Okay, if it's most common in cows, sheep, and goats, that doesn't explain the fish. That does not explain the ants. A reindeer is a deer. So how are the ants and the fish and the reindeer doing the circles, but you're trying to dismiss it as this disease? Crazy.
The circling disease can cause fever, muscle weakness, and difficulty breathing. This disease can also lead to death within 24 to 48 hours of the symptoms appearing. Scientists say affected animals force themselves into corners, lean on immovable objects, or move in circles toward the involved sides. But do you know the funniest thing? None of these animals were sick. All of them were in good health according to their farm owners. The most contradictory...
See, these are scientists just trying to dismiss stuff and bring up some type of disease or whatever. They just sitting there guessing. Or then again, heck, they could know exactly what's causing this. And just making up some fairy tale disease to throw us off a little bit or whatever. I don't know. Let's go.
Part is that none of these animals died, even after moving around in circles for more than 5 days without food, water, or taking a break. The sheep, orcas, and horses returned to their normal routine once the circling stopped. There was also no report of dead fish in the Pukan Commune River, so we know that...
So if that's the case, if they were supposed to die from this disease, why did they just return back to normal and just start eating grass and swimming normally again? Like I said, just scientists sitting here guessing. trying to throw you off the track, even though I think they really know what's going on, but they'll never tell us the truth until it's too late.
They did not die. This baffled scientists, and they had to come up with another theory. They claimed that the animals behave strangely because they've been locked up in their pens for a long time, which led to their continuous circling behavior.
What is that, a joke? Both of my grandfathers had farms, and pigs and cows were locked up in their enclosure for days and months at a time. Not one time did I see them start walking around in circles. My grandfather's cows and my great-grandfather's cows and my great-uncle's cows, or their goats, or their hogs, pigs, whatever, I never seen them start walking around in circles because they were closed up in a pen. Next.
But what about the fish and ants? They weren't locked up in a confined space. These animals can move anywhere but still circle for days before stopping. This shows that science only sometimes has the right answer to our questions.
See, I just said that.
It further shows that no matter how much science develops, it cannot explain or understand. This proves what the Bible said in Proverbs 2:6, which says, "For the Lord gives wisdom. From his mouth comes knowledge and understanding." Animals don't just wake up one morning and decide to do bizarre behaviors, like moving around in a circle for days without taking a break. This makes people...
And not only are they moving around in a circle, it's dang near a perfect circle. Think about it. The fish, like a perfect little spiral. The ants, the cows. No, not the cows, but the goats and the reindeer. They didn't show the cows doing it, but, you get the idea of what I'm talking about.
Wonder what is happening or if God is trying to warn us about something coming. The last time animals moved strangely was during Noah's time in the Bible, where all animals came in pairs, male and female, to the ark. We are sure people during Noah's time questioned why the animals behaved strangely and moved together like we are now. Because...
Well, they all been saying that we're living in the last days. There's just too much going on the planet right now. There's a lot of dark energy, even though there's a lot of good. A lot of people out here do a lot of good, but there's too much going on, and I think it's only a matter of time before we get the reset button pushed on us, and we have to start over. Let's go.
As the Bible records, neither Noah nor any man guided the animals to the ark. Even if they tried, they would not have been able to control that large number of animals. So it was an act of God. We all know destruction happened immediately when the animals entered the ark. Genesis 7:11-12 says, "In the 600th year of Noah's life, on the 17th day of the 2nd month, on that day all the springs of the great deep burst forth, and the floodgates of the heavens were opened, and rain fell on the earth 40 days and 40 nights. The flood lasted for 150 days. The water was so mighty that it covered all mountains and wiped out every living thing off the face of the earth. And since that great flood, destruction of such magnitude has never been recorded again. Even animals..."
You didn't say, no, God destroyed the earth with water the first time to get rid of all the wickedness that was going on in the lands of those days. And it's also been said he did that to destroy the giants that were walking around as well, to get rid of them as well, of the Anunnaki or the Nephilim, wanted to get rid of all of that as well.
Moving strangely were never recorded again until now. This shows that something big is about to happen, which might be God's warning. Now, a lot of you might be skeptical. You might come up with many scientific explanations to convince yourself that all these things are conspiracy theories and nothing is happening. But the reality is that something is happening. Acts 2:19 show God saying, "I will show wonders in heaven above and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke." Luke 21:25-28 says, "And there will be signs in the sun, in the moon, and in the stars, and on the earth distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them from fear and expectation of those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of the heavens will be shaken. Then they will see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory." Now, when these things begin to happen...
See, the thing about it is, people always want to dismiss warnings as some type of scientific thing, or this is just a phenomenon that just happened to be happening. They want to dismiss God or the second coming of Christ. and that's fine. And they have their own religions or non-believers. Not here to talk about that. But what I do remember was a couple weeks ago when I was watching the Monday Night Football game, and a young man by the last name of Hamlin, his heart stopped on the field. Now, I can't show all the stuff because of NFL copyright stuff. Can't show the actual videos. I can show a couple stills here and there. But 13 million people was watching that Monday Night Football game. And that 13 million people, when they found out that boy died on that field, it didn't matter how rich you were. It didn't matter what walk of life you came from. It didn't matter what type of status you had. Everybody was on bending knee and praying for that boy. Everything stopped. Everybody was praying for him, for him to come back. Even ESPN analysts were on live praying for him for God to heal him so he can come back. So people can't sit here and tell me. They can sit here and say they won't believe all they want to it, but it says that when it all comes down to it, every knee will bend, and you're gonna recognize the Son of Man. And at that instance, when that young man lost his life on the field, but they was able to bring him back, all the prayers went out toward his way. Everything just stopped, and everybody started praying for him. They shed tears for him. So you can't tell me that God can use anyone to get the attention of everyone at a moment's notice. You see how quick that happened? Let's go.
Happen, look up, and lift up your heads, because your redemption draws near. Science might not solve these mysteries, but the Bible uses several verses. The Bible tells us what will happen before the Son of Man returns. It says there will be signs on both heaven and earth. Strange things like the animals moving mysteriously will happen, and that when these things begin to happen, we should know that the hour of redemption is near. Now, I know you've heard these things repeatedly and have begun to doubt whether they're real. You might even have friends or family members that mock you believing in the second coming of Jesus Christ.
And see, that just go back to what I just said, the non-believers. And that's their right to not believe, and that's cool. They can believe in what they want to believe in. But anytime you have animals around this planet that's moving the same exact way in these circles, when you got insects doing it too, ants follow the queen. Their job is to build a colony. Their job is to feed the larvae. That's their job. Their job is to defend the nest or the mound. Their job is not to go around in circles. So that lets you know there's something real serious getting ready to go down out here.
The Bible even prophesies that people will say these things in Peter 3:3-4. Above all, you must understand that in the last days scoffers will come, scoffing and following their own evil desires. They will say, "Where is this coming he promised?" Ever since
the same thing they did in the days of Noah, they scoffed him. The same thing they did in Egypt, they scoffed Moses when he was telling Pharaoh to let his people go. It's just history repeating itself all over again. And it's going to be even more scoffers today, because back then they didn't have internet, they didn't have cell phones, they didn't have the ability to reach millions or billions of people around the world with one click of a button.
Ancestors died. Everything goes on as it has since the beginning of creation. But never give up. If you look at what is happening around us today, you will see that the signs the Bible talked about are already happening. Though it might look like it will never happen, know that it will still occur, because with the Lord, a day is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years are like a day. Jesus will surely come for the believers, people that received the salvations and followed him wholeheartedly on earth. The days of Sodom and Gomorrah were also like this present time. People stopped believing God would destroy the city, but he still did it. So,
in my opinion, this entire country is Sodom and Gomorrah. The entire United States is Babylon. The Sodom and Gomorrah is everything. Every major city, even small towns now, got all some type of debauchery or some type of dark energy going on inside of it, to where it's just disheartening, and you can actually feel the evil coming off people. If your spirit of discernment is in the right place, you can actually pass by people and feel all kind of negative and dark energy coming off of them. Let's go.
Don't mind all the things happening now. The wars, diseases, and even scientists playing God. We are seeing the beast and antichrist system created right before us. They are using science to turn men into women and women into men. They are using science to disrupt the natural flow of things by creating a factory full of artificial wombs where babies will be born. They are also making chips that we will be forced to put in our bodies, all in the name of technological advancement. But we know
that's that mark of the beast, man.
It's the beast's mark. Wars are happening, and we also hear rumors of war. There is famine and pestilence in the world. The global economy keeps falling, and new diseases are everywhere. More people are becoming unruly and disobedient.
The global economy definitely falling. When you got a dozen of eggs costing people $7, $8, $9 a dozen, that's crazy.
To their parents. False prophets are on the rise. Natural disasters happen almost every day, and animals are moving in mysterious circles worldwide. Many of these signs point to fulfilling the last days prophecies. Don't be like the 5 foolish virgins with no oil in their lamps who missed the bridegroom coming in Matthew 25. The signs, like the traffic lights on the roads, tell us when or not to cross. God is giving us these signs, and we better be ready like the 5 wise virgins that had extra oil for their lamps, for we know neither the day nor the hour in which the Son of Man is coming.
Facts.
The great shaking is upon us. It will reveal those that stand with God and the wolves in sheep's clothing. Christians can prepare for these terrible times by holding on to faith and keeping God's commandments. We must also
man, hold on to your faith. Focus on the Most High. Don't get so consumed about materialistic stuff. Don't get so consumed about trying to chase artificial things of the planet, of the world. That's only going to be short-lived because you can't take any of this stuff with you.
Watch and pray and take heed not to fall. Guys, we can no longer deny that these strange and mysterious things happening worldwide bring us closer to the rapture and the second coming of our Lord Jesus Christ. Yes, there will be more prosecutions and tribulations in these last days. People will think we are stupid and mock us to our faces. But we can prepare ourselves for the rapture and the second coming by living a faithful and virtuous life, following the teachings of Jesus Christ, and striving to be a good person. We must also pray regularly, reading our Bibles faithfully, and tell others about this good news of salvation. But above all, we must ensure we don't fall for the schemes of fake prophets or be swayed by the system of this world into believing that Jesus Christ won't come back again.
There are so many fake prophets right now. They've fallen out of the woodworks. And most of these are these mega church preachers that we like to donate all this money to, and all these 501c3 churches that are tax exempt. And they just sitting there selling people hope. And a lot of them are moving with a reprobate mind and doing all kinds of devious stuff behind the scenes.
What do you think about these strange animal movements? How are you preparing for the second coming of our Lord Jesus Christ? Please let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel to get more eye-opening and Bible-revealing content on our channel. Thanks for watching. God bless you.
What do you guys think, man? You got animals going around in circles. You know, no one really knows why they're doing it. No one can give you a legitimate answer. They sitting there making up some thing talking about it's some type of circle disease. Come on, bro, really? Okay, you probably can dismiss that off on goats and cows and stuff like that, but how do you explain the fish and the ants? Ants listen to the queen. That's it. Ants just don't start going around in circles, man, just like the fish and all the other animals that we've seen on this video going around in dang near perfect circles for days without food or water. How you explain that? Like I say all the time, I think something big is getting ready to happen this year, man. If it don't happen this year, it's going to happen next year. I think this year will be the precursor, or whatever's going to go down is going to happen. Like I said, I hope nothing happens at all. Just hope this is another great year and everyone can prosper and be happy with each other and accomplish their aspirations and goals, whatever they may have in mind, and just go from there. Hey, just give me your thoughts on it. This is your boy, MrMelvinn TV. Once again, it's a pleasure bringing video to you guys, and guys take care. Deuces.